In this session, we are going to deal with Introduction to ARM instruction set. So there are two types of instruction sets in ARM version 4, that is ARM 7 TDMI. First one is known as ARM instruction set. Next one is known as thumb instruction set. So in ARM instruction set, we are having standard 32-bit instruction set that belongs to ARM. But in thumb instruction set, it is a collection of 16-bit compressed form of ARM instruction set. So in comparison with the ARM instruction set, here we will be having only 16-bit instruction. The width of each instruction will be 16-bit, right? So since it is a compressed form of ARM instruction set, the performance will be slightly degraded, but code density will be more. How the code density is more? Because in your program memory, you are able to store 32 bits of instruction. But if you are using ARM instruction set, we can only store one 32-bit instruction there. If you are using thumb instruction set, you will be able to store two 16-bit instructions in the place where one 32-bit instruction can be stored, right? So instead of one 32-bit instruction, you will be able to store two 16-bit instructions, right? That means in the unit 32-bit unit area, you will be able to store two instructions. That is why it is known as code density is more. But since it is a 16-bit compressed form of the instruction, the performance of the instruction will be slightly degraded, right? So if you want to have more performance in your application, you need to go for ARM instruction set. But in certain application where code density is given more importance, you should go for thumb instruction set. So what are the features of ARM instruction set, or basically the data processing instructions? So first one, it is having load store architecture. What does it mean? Load means you are loading the contents of data from memory to a register. Storing means after performing the operation, you will store back the contents of register to the memory, right? So whatever operations you are performing, that will be performed only on the registers, not on the memory. So if the data is there in the memory, it will be first loaded to the register, operation will be done there, then it will be written back. That is known as load store architecture. Second feature is that it is having three address data processing instructions. So what do you mean by three address data processing instruction? In the data processing instructions, three registers will be there, and first register will be the destination register. Second and third register will be the first operand and the second operand. So three registers will be involved in the data processing instruction. Next feature is that for all the data processing instruction, you are having conditional execution. So it is not related to data processing instruction alone. For all the other instructions also, conditional execution is possible. We will see the examples in the forthcoming slides. Then, in addition to single load store architecture, it can perform multiple load store registers also. That means by using a single instruction, you will be able to perform load and store of multiple registers and multiple memory contents by using a single instruction. Multiple register contents can be loaded as well as stored. Then the last feature is both the shifting as well as ALU operation will be performed in a single clock cycle itself. Right. So when you are performing an ALU operation along with the shifting of the second operand will be performed in a single or the same instruction cycle itself. So we'll see some more details of the conditional execution. So each data processing instruction can be prefixed by a condition code. So what are condition code? There are 16 condition code available in ARM instruction set. What are they? These are the 16 condition code. So what do you mean by this condition code? Before seeing that, we will try to explain with an example. So let us take you are having an instruction like this: add EQ R0, R1, R2, right? So normally add R0, R1, R2 means we will be performing addition of R1 and R2. Result will be taken back to R0. That is in the case of normal add R0, R1, R2. But here instead of, in addition to add, you are adding one more condition code known as EQ. So what does that EQ? When you are adding EQ, what does it mean? It will check for the 0 flag. If the 0 flag present in the CPSR is set, right? If the 0 flag present in the CPSR is set, then the addition will be performed. If 0 flag is 0, then this instruction will not be executed. So when will be the 0 flag set? When the result of arithmetic or logical operation is generating a 0. Or basically when two numbers are equal, while you are using a compare instruction or any other instruction, if two numbers are equal, then you can see or you can identify that with the help of the 0 flag. So while comparison, when two numbers are equal, 0 flag will be set. So add EQ means when the two numbers are equal, then only the addition will be performed. So based on this condition only your operation will be done. Instead of writing EQ, if you are writing NE, what will happen? NE stands for not equal, right? So if you are writing add EQ, what will happen? It will be checking if 0 flag is 1 or 0 flag is set. So if 0 flag is set, then this addition will be performed. But if you are writing NE here, what will happen? Instead of checking 0 flag equal to 1, right? In this case, it will check whether 0 flag is equal to 0. So when the 0 flag is equal to 0, what does it mean? Both the numbers which was compared in the previous step was not equal. So if you are writing NE instead of EQ here, right, it will check whether 0 flag is equal to 0. When the 0 flag is equal to 0, addition will be performed, right? So this is an example for condition code. So when this condition is satisfied, then only the instruction will be executed. Like that, there are 16 condition codes, right? Each of them are having certain conditional flag associated with it. So like this, you can give conditional execution for all the data processing instructions. This is one of the important feature of ARM instruction set. Next, we will see what are the different types of ARM instruction set. So in the ARM instruction set, there are certain classifications. First one is known as data processing instructions, which deals with the processing of data such as arithmetic or logical instructions, except multiply instruction, except multiply. Next one is known as data transfer instruction. So this instruction deals with the loading as well as storing of data to and fro from the memory and the register. So when you want to load data from memory to register, you will use data transfer instruction. Similarly, if you want to store from register to memory, again you will use data transfer instructions. Next category is block transfer instructions. So block transfer instruction means whenever you need to load and store multiple register contents at a time. We have seen load, store, multiple instructions. So those load, store, multiple instructions is coming under block transfer. But load, store, single instructions comes under data transfer. Load, store, multiple comes under block transfer. Next one is branching instructions, right? So sometimes if you want to branch from one memory address of a program to some other program location, then you will be using branching instructions. Then multiply instructions. So there are dedicated hardware multiply instructions in the case of ARM7 TDMI. Right? So without using addition, repeated addition, you can perform multiplication with the help of dedicated multiply instructions. And last one is software interrupt instructions. Normally interrupt will be generated as part of a hardware signal that is given from external world to the controller or which is generated internally from a peripheral, right? So basically interrupt is hardware oriented, but if the same interrupt if you want to generate with the help of a software or by writing a small instruction, if you want to generate such kind of instructions, interrupts, then you can go for software interrupt instructions. So these are the classifications of ARM instruction set. Thank you.